If you're watching this at night, lock your doors, because what I'm about to tell you started with a notification. 3:17 a.m. Motion detected at your front door. I live alone, and when I checked the camera, someone was already inside my house. 0:30 to 3 o'clock. The notification. I had just moved into that house 2 weeks earlier. Small town in Ohio. Quiet. Cheap rent. Too cheap. The landlord said the previous tenant left suddenly. No forwarding address. No explanation. At 3:17 a.m., my phone buzzed. Motion at the front door. I opened the app, expecting to see a raccoon or maybe wind moving the wreath. But instead, the camera showed my hallway from inside, like someone had picked up the doorbell camera and turned it around. And there, at the end of the hallway, was a man standing perfectly still, facing my bedroom. 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. He wasn't moving. He didn't blink, didn't sway, didn't breathe, just stood there. The hallway light was off, but somehow I could see his face clearly. Pale, wet hair, eyes too wide. I froze in bed. My bedroom door was open. I could see the hallway from where I was lying. It was empty. No one there. But on the camera, he was closer now. Halfway down the hall. Still not walking. Just closer. 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. The audio. I turned on the microphone feature. Hello. My voice echoed through the hallway speakers. The man's head twitched. Not like a normal person reacting. It snapped slightly to the side, then slowly tilted, and the audio picked something up. Breathing. Right next to the camera. Slow. What? Close. Then a whisper. He doesn't know. I dropped my phone, because the whisper didn't come from the camera speaker. It came from my bedroom. 9 o'clock to 11:30. The closet. I sat up slowly. My room was dark. Too dark. The closet door was slightly open. I always close it. I grabbed the lamp and switched it on. The closet was empty. Clothes. Shoes. Nothing else. My phone buzzed again. Motion detected. Bedroom. My blood ran cold. The bedroom camera. I didn't have a bedroom camera. 11:30 to 14 o'clock. The recording. There was a new camera in the app. Unnamed device. Live feed active. I tapped it and saw myself sitting on my bed, holding my phone from inside my closet. The angle was low, like it was placed on the floor, behind the clothes, watching me, and behind me, on my bed, was someone lying down, right where my pillow should be, smiling. 14 o'clock to 15:30. The truth. I didn't turn around. I couldn't, because on the screen, the smiling thing slowly lifted a finger to its lips. Then it whispered, "You're the motion." The hallway camera feed glitched. The man at the end of the hall finally moved. One step, toward my room. And then the bedroom camera feed cut out. 15:30 to 16 o'clock. Ending unsettling. Police found nothing. No hidden cameras. No break-in. No signs of anyone else. But I deleted the app, and I moved out the next day. The house is still for rent. And sometimes, at exactly 3:17 a.m., I still get notifications from a device I don't own anymore. Motion detected. At my new address, I threw the phone away. I smashed the phone the next morning. Factory reset. Deleted the account. Changed my number. I told myself it was stress, lack of sleep, moving anxiety. For 3 nights, nothing happened. On the 4th night, 3:17 a.m., there was no notification because I didn't have the app anymore. There was just a sound from the hallway. 3 soft knocks on the inside of my bedroom door. The pattern. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. Another 3 knocks. Then silence. Then my TV turned on. Static. I never used the TV. It flickered, then switched to a black and white image. A hallway. Not mine. Different wallpaper. Different layout. But the same man. Standing at the end. Facing the camera. And at the bottom of the screen. A timestamp. 3:17 a.m. Live. It wasn't just me. The next day I searched the house history. The previous tenant. Missing. Before him. Moved out suddenly. Before her. Also missing. All within 2 weeks of living there. And all of them had posted online about installing smart home security. Ring. Nest. Indoor cams. Every single one. The files. I contacted the landlord. He sounded irritated. Said people leave all the time. Then he asked something strange. "You deleted the app, right?" My stomach dropped. "How did you know I had one?" Silence. Then he hung up. That night, I got an email. No sender. Subject line archive. There were video files attached. Hundreds of them. Different homes. Different bedrooms. Different people sleeping. All recorded at 3:17 a.m. And in every single video, The same man, at the end of the hallway, getting closer each night. The rule. I watched one file labeled DAY14. The man wasn't in the hallway anymore. He was inside the bedroom, standing next to the bed, watching. Then at exactly 3 hours, 17 minutes, and 42 seconds, the sleeping person's eyes opened, but they didn't look scared. They looked empty, like something had already replaced them. The file ended. The next file was labeled New Tenant, and it was my house. The realization. I checked the timestamps. The videos weren't old. They were still uploading. Someone or something was still recording. From houses all over the country, all connected through smart cameras, all connected through accounts that had been deleted. And at the center of every feed, a device ID. Not a person's name, not a company, just 3 letters. Mo. You're the motion. That whisper. You're the motion. I finally understood. The cameras weren't detecting intruders. They were detecting awareness. The moment you notice it, the moment you see him, you become the trigger. And once you trigger it, it gets closer every night. Until day 14. Day 13. I checked the metadata on the archive files. My folder had 13 videos. I hadn't opened them. Until now. Day 1 hallway. Day 5 closer. Day 10 outside my bedroom. Day 13. The man wasn't in the hall. He was standing behind me, in my bedroom, watching me watch the file. The final frame. The last video began buffering. DAY14. Live. Camera angle. Inside my closet. Just like before, I saw myself sitting at my desk, watching the laptop. The date in the corner matched today. Time. 3 hours 16 minutes and 58 seconds AM. 3 seconds passed. Then the video showed something I didn't feel. Hands, pale hands, slowly rising from under my bed, reaching for my ankles. The timestamp changed. 3:17 AM. The video ended. Ending open horror. If this uploads, it means I stayed awake past 3:17. If it cuts out suddenly, check your cameras. If you ever see him in the hallway, don't delete the app. Don't reset the device. And whatever you do, don't look at the archive. Because the moment you see him, you become the motion. It went public. I uploaded everything. The archive files, the timestamps, the device ID. Mo. Within hours, the video exploded. Millions of views, thousands of comments. At first, people thought it was marketing, ARG, horror promotion, fake. Then the comments changed. Wait, pause at 12:43. There's someone behind you. The viewers. People started screen recording my video, enhancing frames, brightening shadows, and in multiple reflections. My TV screen, my window, my laptop surface. There was a second figure, not the hallway man, something taller, standing directly behind me, in real time, not in the archive. In the video I had just uploaded, 3:17 everywhere. That night, social media flooded. #317am started trending. Hundreds of people posted screenshots. Different homes, different states. Same man, same hallway, same stillness. Some claimed they never owned security cameras. Some said they did, but unplugged them years ago. Still, at 3:17 AM, their TVS turned on. Static, then a hallway. The broadcast. 3 days later, something happened that no one could explain. At exactly 3:17 AM Eastern Time, multiple local news stations briefly cut to black. Just for 3 seconds. No audio, no message, just a still image, a hallway. And at the very end, the man, facing forward, looking directly into the broadcast camera, as if he knew millions were watching. And this time, he smiled. The pattern no one noticed. It wasn't random. It wasn't every house. It wasn't every viewer. Only the ones who replayed the footage past 3:17. Only the ones who paused, zoomed, looked closer. Only the curious ones, the observers, the ones who tried to understand. Because the phenomenon didn't spread through devices. It spread through attention. The second phase. Internet investigators slowed down the news interruption frame by frame. Behind the hallway man, for a single frame, there was another face. Wider, distorted, stretching across the ceiling. Like something too large for the house. Watching him, watching us. And under the frame data, a hidden audio layer was discovered. Reversed and cleaned, it said. 14 days to open the door. The door. Reports started coming in. People waking up to find their bedroom doors slightly open. Even if they locked them. Even if they lived alone. Some said they heard 3 knocks from the inside. Others claimed something worse. They woke up at 3:17 AM, already standing in their hallway, facing their own bedroom, not remembering how they got there. The missing, The first confirmed disappearance happened 2 weeks after the broadcast glitch. A college student in Arizona. Last post. I see him. He's closer tonight. Her final live stream ended at 3:17 a.m. The screen froze, and for a split second, viewers swear they saw her standing at the end of her own hallway, watching the camera, expressionless. The truth about Mo. Cybersecurity forums traced fragments of the device ID. Mo wasn't a brand. It wasn't a server. It wasn't malware. It was a classification, an old internal term used in early motion detection AI prototypes, meaning manifestation of threshold, a program designed to activate when a subject crosses a line, when observation becomes awareness, when fear becomes recognition. The real rule: you were safe until you understood, until you knew what to look for. Because once your brain recognizes the pattern, it begins to render it, like your mind finishes loading something that was always buffering, and once fully rendered, it can step forward. Right now, check the time. If it's close to 3:17, don't look at your hallway. Don't check reflections. Don't rewind this video, because if you made it this far, you've already watched long enough. And somewhere, at the edge of your peripheral vision, something just adjusted its stance. Final scene: unsettling silence. There's one last detail I never mentioned. In every archive file, on day 14, the camera doesn't cut out. It keeps recording, but the room is empty. No bed, no furniture, no person, just a hallway. And at the very end of it, another door, slightly open, waiting. 5 seconds of silence. Black screen. Very faint audio. 3 knocks. From the inside.